When I picked up the FujiFilm X-T50, it had been 10 years since I had used a dedicated camera. My first camera was a Canon T2i, but over time, I just stopped using it. Now with picking up the FujiFilm X-T50, I realized I needed a whole new set of accessories. So that's what this video is about. I'm going to show you all the accessories that I picked up for my FujiFilm X-T50. But first, I think we should switch. This is my iPhone. And I think it's time we switch to this. So here goes nothing. How do I look? Is this good? All right, let's get into it. I want to preface this video with I'm very picky about accessories for my camera. I found that I ordered a ton of different things with the expectation of using as many as possible until I, sorted out which ones I actually liked. And that became the case. I ordered a ton of different accessories and I narrowed it down to these specific items that I felt were the best for my photography toolkit. So let's go through them. The first accessory that I got was a screen protector for the camera. If you're like me, you are paranoid over any sorts of little scratches that you get on your camera, and the screen is the number one thing that I wanted to protect. So I bought a screen protector for the rear display. It works great. I've already scratched it, so paranoia paid off and has protected the camera with this screen protector. The one that I have, I'll link below. It was very cheap, around $8 for 3 of them. And so because it comes with 3, you don't have to worry about them breaking because you can always just replace it with another one that came in the box. Number 2, the second thing I bought was a tripod. I hadn't owned a tripod in quite some time, and any ones that I had lying around the house were actually the old Amazon Basics tripods, which I think ran for like $15 when I had purchased them many, many years ago. I anticipated using this camera mostly for handheld shooting, so I didn't really anticipate needing a tripod. I bought the SmallRig CT10 after it was recommended to me by another YouTuber. I forget who it was. However, it seemed durable enough for everything that I thought I would need it for. I mentioned I mostly do handheld shots, so I really just wanted a tripod that I'd be able to quickly set up, was small enough and compact to fit in a small bag, and has a adjustable amount of sizes. I also like this tripod because it was under $100, which I feel like I wouldn't want to spend more than $100 on a tripod, especially if I didn't know exactly what I wanted to use it for. I do like the way that the camera mounts to the tripod. It has a mounting plate, which I find very useful. It's really quick to be able to take the camera on and off. And then after looking more into the mounting plate mechanism, I found that SmallRig actually made a different kind of mounting plate, which I found very useful, especially for what I plan on doing with this camera. This is a SmallRig mounting plate, but it has an air tag built in. At the bottom of the mount is a compartment for the air tag where it screws in using specialty screws. So it's not easy for someone to unscrew it or take the air tag out. It also attaches to the bottom of the camera using an Allen key, so even the mounting plate isn't easy to remove. I am going on a trip in the next couple of months, and I wanted to be able to have something attached to my camera that had a tracker in it, just in case I did lose it. I don't anticipate losing it, however, I do feel a little bit better knowing that I'll have this mounting plate with an air tag built in, which I thought was pretty cool. And the reason this goes so good with the tripod is because it also acts as a mounting plate for the tripod. It uses the same grooves as the mounting plate that came with the tripod, and this is also made by SmallRig. So the ecosystem there is great, and these two work great together. That was number 2. Let me lead into number 3 with saying that when I'm not using a tripod or this mounting plate, I have a camera strap. The camera strap that came with the camera is fine. It's a normal Fuji camera strap. It doesn't really do anything special, and it does what it needs to do. I find the length to be fine. I didn't find it too comfortable, which led me down a rabbit hole trying to figure out what kind of camera strap I would want. And this one took a while. I realized that I wanted something light and I wanted something comfortable. I settled on Peak Design's Leash camera strap. It's thinner than all the other camera straps. I really didn't want something bulky. I wanted something light and I wanted something small, almost feeling like it wasn't there. My camera only weighs a pound anyway, so I thought that having something like that would be comfortable and easy to use. You can wear it around your neck. You can wear it in a sling style. You can also mount the camera strap to the bottom of the camera as well with an included mount. When I was trying to figure out what camera strap was right for me, I did buy every Peak Design camera strap, and I eventually settled on the leash because I liked how thin it was. While we're on the topic of Peak Design, I also got a Peak Design bag. Now, my camera is small, and the whole goal of this camera toolkit was to be able to create the smallest possible carry around bag so that it wasn't cumbersome. I didn't want anything really big, and I really didn't want anything really heavy. A backpack was kind of out of the question because of just how big they are. I didn't want to carry much. My goal was to only carry my camera and maybe an extra lens. I didn't want to have to worry about the size of a backpack, and I didn't want to worry about carrying so many accessories. So this led me to the Peak Design Everyday Sling 3-liter, the smallest one that they make. I prioritized a small bag because I really didn't want to have too much weight on me when I was out and about traveling. I also think that the Peak Design Everyday Sling 3-liter is a good enough size to be able to carry your camera, an extra lens, and maybe a couple of extra accessories that you would need. I really didn't want to carry more than I needed. I wanted to go with a minimalist setup so that I didn't have to worry about overpacking or underpacking. I was only limited by the amount of space that was available in the bag. As you can see, it can fit a camera and an extra lens. It comes with this really nice divider with a little shelf as well if you wanted to pack more in. So overall, I'm pretty happy with my choice here. So this leads me to my final accessory that I picked up for this camera, and that's the SD card. Something I didn't really think about going into it was what SD card I wanted to use. Primarily trying to figure out what SD card worked the best for this camera, and I settled on the SanDisk 256 Extreme Pro SDXC SD card. It does up to 256 megabits per second, which is enough for me to be able to use it with 4K video without any issues with lag or read-write speeds. So all in all, those are the accessories that I had picked up for this camera. If there's any accessories you think I should try out, let me know. Again, I'm new to all these accessories. It's been 10 years since I bought anything for a camera setup. So if you have any recommendations or you use anything cool, let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. You can also find me on Threads at deepspace.captures. That's where I seem to post all my photography-related things. You can also find me on Instagram as well. And that'll do it for this one. I've been B. Alexander, the Deep Space Traveler, and I'll catch you next time. Peace.